It is showtime. Let's get this Periscope on the road. Welcome to another beautiful Thursday afternoon. Mitch Jackson and Wilson. Hi everybody. I want to show you how to find a great lawyer. What is up? A great lawyer in your city and state, regardless of where you live. Okay, that's the game plan. It's not about hiring my firm. It's not about hiring anybody I know. It's about you going out and finding the perfect lawyer to help you. And there's some really good ways to go about that. This is part 4 of a 5-part series on different approaches that you can use to find a good lawyer. You can find all of the Periscope videos at streaminglawyer.com. On Monday, I shared step 1 or approach number 1. Go to martindale.com. It's an online site that allows you to drill down and find a good lawyer in your city and state. I also shared some tips for using that particular platform. Number 2, on Tuesday, I shared avvo.com. I'll be with one of the AVVO representatives next week in Texas at the PILMA convention speaking. But AVVO is another online platform you can use 24/7 to find a lawyer in your city and state to get your legal questions answered. A lot of good content there. Number 3, yesterday I shared approach number 3, ask a family member or friend for a referral. Ask somebody at work, somebody you look up to and respect, for the name and number of a lawyer that you can contact. If that lawyer doesn't handle the type of law that you practice, ask that lawyer for a referral. Who would he or she hire for that type of case? Once you get a name for that lawyer, go back to steps 1 and 2, plug that lawyer's information into martindale.com, avvo.com, and independently do your due diligence and research that attorney. If you guys like these tips, please share them on Twitter. Please share them on your social platforms, and I'll be posting this video at streaminglawyer.com later on today. But let's talk about the fourth way, a fourth way to find a good lawyer, and that is, I'm here in California. Let's say I want to find a good lawyer in New York, and I know some good lawyers in New York who I would refer you to, but you don't know who I am, you don't know who to call, you don't know what to do next, and you need to find a good lawyer in another state. What I would recommend that you do is you contact that state and that city, the city of New York, contact their local bar association. I'm not talking about a Cheers type of institution. I'm talking about a bar association is a local organization of lawyers, whether they're trial lawyers, whether it's a more general type of bar association, lawyers from both the plaintiff side of the bar and the defense side of the bar. But contact the local bar association and contact the current president of the bar association. Contact his or her office. I'm not an entertainment lawyer, big cam TX, but I've got a good buddy, an old roommate of mine that was named one of the top 100 entertainment lawyers in the country. Reach out to me if you need a referral. I'd be happy to share his name and number with you. You know what? And when all else fails, Better Call Saul. You know what? Great show. Breaking Bad, Better Call Saul. I like those shows. But listen, call a bar association in the other state, in the other city, get the name or names of the current and maybe past 2 or 3 bar association presidents. Call their offices. You're probably not going to talk to them directly, but you'll be talking to their assistant, to their secretary, what have you. And ask if they handle the type of law that you need help in. So if you need a family law attorney, ask if they handle family law matters. If you need a criminal defense attorney, do you handle criminal defense matters? And if they handle those types of cases, you're probably in good hands. Normally, the president of the local bar association is a well-respected attorney from that community. He or she has paid their dues. They know what they're doing. And the chances are very, very high that you're going to be in very good hands. If they don't handle that type of law, follow up with a follow-up question, and that is, who would you recommend in town to handle a family law case or a divorce case or a criminal defense case, a bankruptcy case, and get the names and numbers of the lawyers that that particular attorney recommends and follow up on those paths. So that's the fourth way I would recommend finding a good lawyer if approaches 1, 2, and 3 don't work out for you. Once again, if you get that attorney's name, you can plug him or her into the databases and do your independent due diligence. That's really the best way to go about it. Tomorrow, I'll be sharing my 5th approach to finding a good lawyer in your city, state, county, whatever it might be. but it has more to do with 9 questions that I want you to ask every single lawyer you're thinking about hiring. Before you sign a retainer agreement, you need to go through all 9 of these questions with, hey, thanks a lot, I appreciate it, good scope. Thank you, Trend Lady 28. And even more important than these 9 questions, I share the answers to you that you should be hearing after you ask these questions. It will really help you figure out if you're sitting across from the right attorney for your particular legal needs. And I wish more consumers would do this. I encourage every single client that comes to our office to ask these 9 questions, no exceptions, because you want to make sure you're comfortable with the attorney. The legal process is stressful enough as it is, and so by using these 4 steps to find a good lawyer, these are at our website. The question was, am I saving these tips and uploading them to the website? The answer is yes. The Periscope, the short videos, can be found at streaminglawyer.com. It's a new platform we set up just last week. All of these concepts, all of these principles, you're welcome, no problem, can be found at our existing law firm website. We're 30 years into practicing law. We've got a fairly extensive website. Go to jacksonandwilson.com, and in the search bar, I think it's at the bottom of the first page, and then it's on the side of the subsequent pages. Just type, you know what, we have a self-help link up on the top. Click that self-help link, and it will give you links to everything I just talked about in much more detail. Actually, probably in a much more clear fashion than how I try to explain it to you, just winging it here this afternoon. But those are our 4 steps. Please use them. If you have any questions, reach out to a lawyer that you trust. Follow up with those questions. If you want to reach out to me, it's always a pleasure. You can reach me on Twitter at Mitch Jackson. You can reach me at my websites, mylawyerrocks.com, streaminglawyer.com. Whatever works for you works for me. And that's about it, everybody. So I'll see you tomorrow with approach or step number 5. I will share the 9 questions with you, and even more importantly, the answers. And that will complete this week's series on Periscope, 5 ways, 5 things you need to do or should do to find a good lawyer in your city and state. That's it, everyone. Take care. Have a great day, and remember to always make today your masterpiece. Bye-bye, everybody.